In this video, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the physics in Assetto Corsa Rally, specifically the tarmac stages. What you should look out for, how good this simulator is, and it's bloody good, guys. We're talking, this is Richard Bird's Rally 2025, but I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and let's not get distracted by the grass and the trees. Subscribe so you then have the power to unsubscribe when you get tired from driving into trees. Click the like button if you feel sad that it was 21 years ago that RBR first came out. And thanks to all our channel members, Patreon supporters and people that fund this channel. You make this happen. It's your fault. So of course the sensible thing is to drive as we talk, because that's a good combo in Rally. So, first things first that you notice with the Assetto Corsa Rally is that the physics are super nuanced, and there's just a lot of depth to it in terms of like how the tyres grip the road, how the cars oversteer, how the cars understeer, the way the suspension works on the road surface. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel simplistic. It feels like there's a bloody lot going on under the hood with this, and yeah, it feels just like a really sophisticated sim to play. And as a result, unlike I think some previous rally games like WRC, the last WRC game from EA, as a result, it kind of always just feels a bit interesting to drive. Like, it doesn't feel stale. The dynamics of the vehicles are just fun, and when you go from vehicle to vehicle in this, though obviously they're still all using the same physics engine, so you will notice actual, you know, similarities because it's the same time model, but you will just find it fun to drive. It's like if you're doing, you know, like just track days in AC1 or something. So the depth in this is superb, and it's worth mentioning as well is the real difference between the tarmac stages and the different types of gravel, the different surface types. And even when you're on tarmac, the difference between when you dip a wheel on the grass, when you got on the tarmac itself, the camber, it feels so like dynamic. It's actually incredible. This really does feel in many ways like a super next gen super next gen rally game, and just really natural to drive, like intuitive. There is one aspect to the physics though that I don't get on with, which we'll go into in a minute, but yeah, for the most part this is bloody good. This is, I'm not gonna make that. We'll keep going with the broken window. It's bloody good. What I would say as well particularly stands out, the suspension, and how you're not getting the suspension issues that you typically get in a lot of rally games, where the you hit a bump at the side of the track or something and then the car just goes flying. I mean, you can hit bumps and you can make the car go flying, but the suspension settles the vehicle really nicely in this. Like, you can really take some liberties. Look, let's go up this bank a bit here, look. So you can really like get away with some pretty bad driving, and it doesn't just flip the car and roll it or bounce the car up, which is a common problem. Look at that, we're driving off-road here, we'll drive over that. It responds to this. Look at that, really nice. As the bonnet goes flying up. Really natural suspension behaviour, and as a result, a lot less frustrating when you're going over bumps and undulations. Absolutely superb. Now, what I would say, because again, we can't be too positive on this channel, otherwise everyone's faces will explode and they'll spill the tea on themselves. Don't care about your face, but loss of tea. What I would say with this, the one aspect of its physics that seem a little bit off to me is the reluctancy for the front of the car to bite into the road surface on brakes, and especially when you're on downhill bits of track. What I think is going on is that the fronts are like heating up or just losing grip from you braking whilst going downhill and it's sliding, and then you lose that sort of productivity of being able to get the rear to come around. Now, you can obviously move brake bias back. You can use a bit of handbrake. There's ways kind of around it, but you'll find even on the gravel, even on flat bits of gravel, it can just be really hard sometimes to get the front to actually get into the circuit. You see there, through that corner, it's totally fine. It's bit in, really nice, but sometimes it can just feel really reluctant to get the front to hook up. We've got a setup video that basically amounts to move the rear brake bias further back and make the front ARB less strong, and that generally will allow the front to hook up more. But yeah, it's very reluctant to do that. You have to drive this quite preemptive in many ways, or be very aware of that front behaviour and be very careful on braking to avoid it. So that to me makes the driving unnecessarily difficult in many ways. And I would say as well, when you lose, especially on the gravel, if you get all four wheels sliding, the car seems to just keep going forever. Again, it seems quite difficult to get the tyres to sort of bite into the road surface sometimes. Like, it doesn't want to quite hook up as much as I want it to. In a sense, it's nice because you do the flowy rally drive thing, set up, Scandi flick it in. But even with the more modern cars in this, it sometimes lacks that bite that I think would take this to another level. To be clear, this is just so good. This is on another level to anything else that's come out recently. But sometimes I feel like the tyres don't hook into the road as much as I personally would like, or I think would actually be better. Maybe I don't know what's realistic or not. You can make arguments for rally cars being very slidey, but also quite grippy in many ways. But I think from a gameplay perspective as well, and just from a sort of intuitive sense of how you would want a rally car to drive, you'd want it to hook up. It's safer. So I think that would be that could be something that would massively improve things. But yeah, I mean, bloody hell, the physics in this though, just extraordinary. like how long has it been, guys? Almost like 20 years. 20 years, and we haven't had a bloody proper rally game, and now we've got this. Let's get a vintage car here. We are using a press version of the game, so this is early access. So you have to keep that in mind. They will be changing stuff in this press version. They're still heavily working on tyres and everything else. So, but what's really nice though is that the different vehicles in this feel really fun to just play with the different cars. That's been a big problem with a lot of rally games. Is I think stuff can all feel a bit samey. 5, 4, 3, 2. Definitely not the case with this. Go. 40. 3 there. Short. And look at this. And 5 left. And caution. Vintage mini action. Oh, this is all right. This one. Get instant oversteer. Oh yeah, with the force feedback. What I would say as well, I don't know if you can set it per car. They've got a little in-car menu. If you push E, you can go through the in-car menu. I don't think we can change it per car, but it'd be really nice if they added that. What you find is that on the tarmac, because there's more grip, the force feedback is way more hooked up. But yeah, on the dirt, you'll want to turn the force feedback up because it will just be very weak force feedback relative to the tarmac. So hopefully they have a per car force feedback option. This car's fantastic. I haven't driven this one yet. Woo! So for like on the face, so this is exactly what I mean, right? If this was like some of the other rally games that have existed, some of these older cars would just be like a bit dull, a bit of a chore to drive. But in this, they can end up being really, really fun and really dynamic and interesting to drive. And getting the most out of them is a real challenge. Which is that's a really good sign. If cars that would otherwise be rubbish end up being really fun. Oh my goodness, right, that Christmas is cancelled. Got away with that. I also have to say as well, the force feedback in this gives you what you need, to be honest. I think it is a little bit muted for some things. It would be nice if it was a bit more raw so you can then dial it down in your software. But the way it is, it's completely drivable, gives you what you need. Maybe it could have a little bit more of a tug for suspension loading up as an option for braking. Fortunately, I'm very, very lucky, and we have a cubic system belt tensioner, so I can feel the braking very clearly. I totally ignored the corner. Let's go into that marsh. Okay. I'm okay. See, I can feel the braking so clearly that we managed to completely miss that corner. I was not listening to the pace notes. Get the grass. Hill climb. We're not getting up there. But yeah, I've got this. I'm using this belt tensioner. Okay, we have to respawn here. I've got this belt tensioner. That gives me really good braking feel. And if you don't have a belt tensioner, there's not really anything that comes through the force feedback on the dirt stage, so it's very weak for braking. So I think that's something that maybe they could do with on the force feedback side of things, but it's I found this, like, even the Group B cars and some of the vehicles that we've got in the press version are not finished, but you can, on the throttle behaviour and the response to counter steer, it's super drivable. Like, you can also, I've noticed when you're going faster in this, the cars are actually easier to drive and more controllable. It seems that they're more leery at low speed than high speed, which is interesting because it's not what you'd expect. I think we've knackered the car, guys. We appear to have lost half of our performance. But yeah, no, absolutely superb. Like, this has and is setting the benchmark for rally simulators, I'd say. I mean, I love Richard Burns Rally. I actually really enjoy the Dirt Rally 1 and 2. But I have to say, like, that, when we hit the grass there, look at the way the suspension, this car has, like, really mushy suspension, and it's absorbing the bump really nicely. This just feels more dynamic, I think, than Richard Burns Rally. I find RBR totally enjoyable to drive, but then what you have to add into this is just, like, the quality of these stages, which you can't not mention it when it comes to the handling of rally cars. Is this, the stage quality is a big factor of what makes it good to drive, like the design of the track, the middle of the road, the sides of the road, the way the banks are. And these stages feel and look like real-world stages, but they don't feel like needlessly unforgiving to drive, but they also don't feel bland to drive. Like, you have to be careful of where you position your vehicle. You can take advantage of, like, the camber of the road to hook the car up, and the places look like real places. I know they say they're laser scan tracks, but it's absolutely phenomenal. Probably just all the grass, though. put a lot of grass in the game and I'm happy. Also, I mean, you can't go wrong with sliding, can you? As soon as you're sliding, it's happy time. I think this guy is totally knackered. Probably should have restarted. So there's not much more to say, really. Something that is another thing that's a bit wrong with the physics. I'm not sure if we can do it intentionally here. Let's try. If we roll it, if you get the car on the side or on its roof, the car will slide for a very long time. The tyre model's pretty good in this, but the roof model and the car side model. Let's see if we can flip it on this. Flip it on. Here we go. We can flip it on this here. The roof model and the car side model. There we go. Look. Oh no, we flipped it all the way over. That was a fail of a failure. Sometimes you can get the car like a skateboard surfing along and it just keeps going. Nice how the damage builds up on this as well. That's important for a rally game. And it builds up in an interesting way. You know, Car doesn't just break in an annoying way. You lose performance, and it's still a challenge to drive. Okay, this is honestly difficult to do the traditional rally game flip. They've really done a good job with the centre of gravity with these cars. I'm trying my best to flip it. Go on. No! Kill the spectators. Yeah, I can't do it. Just take my word for it, guys. If you get on the side on your roof, it will slide for a long time. The roof physics, the roof model, terrible. But that's it, guys. Bloody hell, we have a good rally game. 20 years it took. RBR came out in 2004. It's 2004, 21 years. You have to wait 21 years for a new rally game that actually progresses things. Oh, we're going to be dead by the time a new Assetto Corsa that comes out that's actually polished for the racing side. Or the next one is going to be like 300 years. Oh, God, at least this is with a good developer. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Till the next one, happy tea drinking. Take care and goodbye.